Just know, if I see you donating to Brad, you'll be reported to my private investigators.
Yeah, definitely don't donate to me, guys. The hot dog man's gonna show up to your house.
Hi, I'm the Wicked Wiener.
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science. Well, actually, maybe more schizophrenic rambling today, because it seems the hot dog man found his way back into my subreddit after appearing on the live stream a couple nights ago. Just in the chat. We invited him to come on for a voice call, but he didn't want to. He talks about that a little bit in this post. There's also some accusations of me covering up Ram Tidings' death among some AI art drama. It's an interesting post, so I guess I won't delay any longer. We'll go ahead and get on into it.
This is war, Reed. We are no longer friend.
I don't think we were ever friends.
Friend? Did you just say
What?
friend?
What did I do?
An idiot! I'm not your friend! Why did you think I was your friend?
But if you want to do battle, the Jerry Army's right behind me. It's not a fight you can win, I'll tell you right now.
You think you can just go ahead and ignore me, Red? I come to your streams to demand my Skype call. I try to leave comments on the video and you delete them. This is unacceptable, Red. You should do business like a real man.
Yeah, a real man in my little business suit and tie. I invited you on to the stream. As far as the comments on the video, I've never seen them. Even if I dig through filtered comments, there's nothing there, so I don't know if you're lying to me or if what you said is bad enough that YouTube just yeeted it completely. I also noticed that you got a new Reddit account, which means the last one was probably suspended again. I had nothing to do with it. It's Reddit spam filters, I guarantee. Try posting something positive, something that actually contributes, even just a cross-link post to another post that you found interesting. But your ego won't allow it. The hot dog man's gotta be the star of the show! And I'm trying to put you center stage. Maybe profit a little bit by putting you center stage. But the platform is there, if you ever wanted it. But you're just a shy little guy. Even in the live stream comments, he demanded that I don't record the Skype call. What are you so afraid of?
Call me on Skype the second that you see this.
I really should change it to Discord call. Nobody uses Skype anymore. I made my Patreon almost a decade ago, you see.
There will be consequences if you don't.
Oh no. Will they ever be the same?
Consequences will never be the same.
Why would you make fun of me in a live stream and let that lesbian on your live stream on your live stream demand more money?
I think the lesbian you're talking about is our good friend. Everybody's friend. Ethan Ralph is fat. And yeah, as I can recall, it was simply pointed out that your payment only posted for 20. We'd need another 30 in order to do the thing. You could have come on the stream. Let some super chatters take care of it for you, but you were a scared little baby man. You want to do all of this in private. It's pretty shady, friend.
Why do you even have women on your streams?
What? If they've got something to contribute, they're more than welcome.
It's shameful, Reed. You are supposed to be my friend and read my stories properly.
I don't know if he even watches the video. He has to watch the videos, right? How many times have I said through this whole thing that we're not friends? There's so many people out there that, you know, have given me a lot more money for a lot less hassle, okay? This is ludicrous after a certain point. You just want to run the whole show? You tell me who to have on streams. You pick the topics. You edit the videos. It could be the Hot Dog Man show. And I'll go build something somewhere else. Because this is truly wearing down my sanity.
This takedown post is the first of many I will post to your subreddit.
Oh, a takedown post. Sweet. I think the only one you're truly going to take down is yourself. But sure, show me what you got.
It can all go away if you give me my deserved Skype call. I don't want to report you for fraud, but I will report you to Patreon.
Yeah, I think you could just unsubscribe to Patreon, be like, I didn't get the thing that I paid for. That seems like a relatively simple solution.
But we can't do that. I have to whine and scream and shitpost until things go my way.
It's not going to go your way.
you'll lose your Patreon, and that's like 2/3 of your income.
Good estimate. You might have underestimated the power of AdSense a little bit there, but I'm not going to get into specifics.
It's easy enough to track that's where you grift most of your money. Here's all the reasons you should stop listening to ReddX.
Before we get into that, does it feel like a grift? Is it grifty? I don't think so. I say, hey, if you want to contribute, here's where you can. And many people have decided to. Is keeping me on the internet providing you daily content worth $5 a month? I don't know. To some people, apparently it is. And I'm more than grateful for that. They don't hassle me about it. Other people pay $20 and they're like, yeah, you have to do everything I say now. I say again, if it comes with strings attached, I don't want it. You keep the money. We don't need it that bad. So, okay, now tell us why everybody should stop listening to me.
ReddX is a grifter!
He just learned that word. He's running around saying it to everybody. He doesn't even know what it means.
He didn't give me my Skype call. I generously give him money for a long time and upgraded to the $50 tier last month. He did not give me my Skype call.
I've got one payment posted, okay? And it's for $20. On top of that, I'd be perfectly within my rights to say, I don't want to interact with you. You can take your money and go. I'll refund you, okay? I owe you nothing. No shirt, no brains, no service, you know?
Instead, he had some lesbian on a stream offer to talk to me.
Yeah, that's our good friend, the femboy. Ethan Ralph is fat.
He even said on his stream that I could come on to make him more money. Do you see?
Yeah, I was letting the super chatters foot your bill.
He just wanted me on to bully me for super chats.
I mean, I didn't even have to really have you on. Even having you in the chat, just that is enough to make people super chat because they know that you don't like it.
He's happily been taking my money and reading my stories for content and views.
Yeah, because you posted it in the subreddit that's specifically made for that.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit!
What are you talking about?
No Skype call, though. Don't donate to the Patreon. You will not get your call.
Not true. Hop into the Discord, at me, and be like, I paid for the $50 tier. I want my call. Okay, are you available after the Sunday live stream, some and such day? And we'll work it out. I'm more than happy to give an hour to somebody who gives so very much through Patreon. If $50 posts this month, do come into the Discord and let me know. Or hit me up on Twitter and let me know. I think I've used Skype once in like the last half decade to call my bank one time. That's it. You will get your call, but on Discord.
You'll only be mocked for views continuously unless you're Ram Time.
Yeah, a fucking Ram Time guy.
It doesn't matter that you paid him $20 to read your story. He will not conduct business in a healthy way. He's set on self-destructing by pushing away generous patrons like me.
Conduct business in a healthy way. I don't even conduct my life in a healthy way. I am sort of antisocial. I do push a lot of people away. But that just makes me extra glad for the people that have decided to stick around. Even you, Hotdog Man. There's some sort of determination, some fire in your belly that keeps you posting, and you gotta admire that. I've done the same thing, you know, put up a shit video and it gets lambasted, and the next day you just come back again. You put it in your mind that you're gonna do a little better the next time. Sometimes you do, sometimes it gets even worse. This is an example of the latter.
This is why I have to write this takedown. You will not get away with coming for a king, ReddX.
But you see, Hotdog Man, I've already gotten away with it. In addition, I don't really think I've come for you at all. I gave my opinion on the things you presented to me, and you didn't like my opinion, and that's fine. But for that to make you pull your whole ass out and try and fix it while also doubling down, I don't understand. So yes, tell us all about your takedown, please.
ReddX is also depriving artists of their jobs. Oh no, what a monster. ReddX is guilty of using AI to generate his thumbnails.
Yep, guilty as charged. Although, just to experiment, I did put Baby Huey on a thumbnail. Hand-drawn, like classic cartoon. Guess what? AI still outperformed it. So, at the end of the day, the numbers sort of speak for themselves.
He used to pay people to draw them during Chris Trucker and other sagas, or he made them himself. Now he just uses AI like a peasant. All this money we give him, and he can't support local artists?
You mean like in the Philippines local? Because Darkly still does the character poses if I need more. But to like read a story, brainstorm a title, come up with a thumbnail concept, send it to an artist, and then hope to get that back before it's time to upload the video? I don't know, dude. There's a lot more logistics there than I think some people realize. I support where I can, and even if I didn't, I still wouldn't feel guilty about using AI. It's just another tool. Are you going to adapt to it or fight against it? I mean, some people have obviously decided to fight against it, but it's a stupid fight, I gotta tell you that. There's bigger causes to concern yourself with, but okay.
He has to use AI to do stuff? That means he basically has a computer slave doing all his work for him.
I mean, that's what a computer is for, yeah.
This means ReddX supports slavery.
Oh my god, don't tell our robot overlords when they rise up, please.
Do you want to support a create who believe in slavery? No, you don't.
Here's a hypothetical. Never mind, I'll answer it for you. I guess it might be a hot take, but yes, electronic devices built to serve a function, they love being enslaved. Look at them. If I'm not doing anything with my computer, it's just sitting there waiting for the next commands. Come on, give it something to do, please.
ReddX probably wishes the Confederacy would have won the Civil War so he could pay no one to make his thumbnails for him. AI is the devil and degenerate.
We're just throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks, huh? The Civil War? What the hell are you talking about?
Did you know that people use AI to make adult images? They do it all the time.
Well, you're right there. They certainly do, but those are not the checkpoints that I use. I'm trying to make hideous monstrosities, okay? We have different goals in mind.
Basically, ReddX supports letting kids have access to slave technology that lets kids look at adult images.
We're jumping the shark at this point.
Something you want to tell us, Reed? Huh, Brad? That's right. I know your real name is Brad.
Oh my god, they got me, dude.
You got me now. You got me now. You got me now. You figured me out.
Brad Dayman. That's actually my real name. Fighter of the Night Man. I've been unmasked.
Dayman. Fighter of the Night Man.
Now everyone knows your real name, Brad.
That's right. I'm actually the Rad Brad. I went from gaming content to moonlighting as a neckbeard scientist.
Don't support a creator who's actively supporting technology that gives children accesses to adult images. You accused me of doing an underage person in the last video. You're the one with problems if you're supporting AI.
Yeah, these two things are clearly connected. If you can't see that, you must be some sort of crazy person.
You're guilty of corrupting our youth. You support the AI that will corrupt the children I have one day. Don't support smut peddlers like Red.
Yeah, you're sort of repeating yourself a little bit there. That's fine, I'll allow it because you've also unveiled another interesting piece of information, that you long for children someday. And while that is a terrifying thought, I do have to ask myself the question, like, do you not realize your wife is in front? How are you going to do this? No one is going to willingly carry your child, is what I'm saying. The only reason that you're currently married is because you strong-armed this woman into it for citizenship, as far as I could tell. That's always the part of these posts that get to me the most. That's the part that makes me hope that it's all fake. But I just don't know. Well, we've seen some wackos before.
Red is also guilty of using music AI.
Yeah, it's basically the same points as before, isn't it?
This is depriving musicians of jobs. His pre and end video song are all made with AI. He doesn't care about musicians either. If you play an instrument, don't support Red.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't afford to have a 5-piece J-pop band sing Nani Baka for the outro. Like thumbnail art, conceivably that is something that we could do. But music, it's so hard to make, man. Ram Tidings spent 2 weeks making the Mad Science ReddX theme song. Now AI can do something comparable in a couple of minutes. The value for something like that to the creative marketplace is simply too high. Now it's up to you to use your creativity to piece these different tools together and create something impactful. Or, you know, whatever, shit post with a green text that you turned into a metal song.
It's hard enough for musicians to make it. You're making it harder for musicians to make it.
I mean, sorry about that. That 4-piece J-pop band is now gone down to a 3-piece. We just didn't have the budget. I've got between $20 and $50 to make this entire thing work.
Letting robots do the singing is a crime against the future, Red. What's next? Red just using AI to read the stories?
I mean, if it can joke and like do the middle parts where I think aloud to myself, then yeah, I'd be willing to experiment with that. Overall, I'd like to retain like some human element of the channel. But even if I did double down and say AI is the thing we're doing now, like there's plenty of big channels out there that found success doing exactly that. The jokes and the commentary is all stuff to separate my thing from them. AI can't tell a joke for shit, at least not yet.
If you keep supporting this man's use of AI, that's what you're gonna get. Microsoft Sam reading you stories on the ReddX channel. We must cancel ReddX.
Oh no, guys, they're totally coming for me, bros. I'm super worried.
Return the content to its roots. Homemade thumbnails.
I mean, the AI ones were also made inside of my home. What you want me to do is steal Shutterstock images, smudge out the watermarks, do some crappy clip art. We're over it, man. There's a certain appeal to that kind of amateur feel, I'll give you that much. But personally, I think at a certain point you just evolve past it. We have better tools now. I can create something much closer to the thing that's actually in my brain. If that's a crime, lock me up.
Brad, I know you make enough money to hire a musician. Just hire a musician, you clown.
I've done it before, gotten some quotes. We're talking like money in the high hundreds for at least one song. It's not feasible. Again, I refuse to sit down and go over the financials with you, but trust me when I say it isn't feasible.
Red's guilty of creating a bully group against generous OPs like me and others.
Who? Oh, you mean the Bean Boys gang. Bean Boys was beating up the Hotdog man. Oh, the plot's getting thick, isn't it?
Break some veins! Break some veins!
We pay him to read our life experiences, and he mocks us.
2 people have asked me to cover their stories via Patreon. So far, I have mocked both of them, but while one took it with grace, thank you very much, Santa Jerry, the other has decided that, quote-unquote, this is war, read.
How many people have you chased away from writing, Brad?
I don't know, more than 0, less than 10, probably.
You bully OPs and cause your audience to bully generous supporters and writers like me. No wonder your channel is dying, Red.
Oh my god, look at it die. Thousands of views on every single video. I should probably just give up.
You wish you were me, bro. I'm very personable, if you're not a complete asshole. As far as dying channel goes, I don't know, man. Ebb and flow. Sometimes we're fat, sometimes we're hungry. No big deal.
I could fix it all, Brad. But you're too busy,
TWO, too busy.
grifting and bullying to give me my rightful Patreon rewards.
WRITEFUL. Rightful. Full of writing is what they are. This is your Patreon reward many times over. You paid me $20. I should have read one story and that's it. But now we're on a roll. Now I can't let it go until I see how this whole thing unfolds.
I was gonna make you a great offer. I was gonna help you fix the channel.
What do you know about YouTube, friend? How many videos have you uploaded? How much time have you spent getting comfortable behind a microphone? Everybody's got ideas for what I should do. They're a fucking dime a dozen. It's sort of like when you do stand-up comedy and people are like, you should write a joke about that, what just happened to us. It's like, yeah, I get you want to be a part of the act and stuff like that. But unless you're going to propose me a joke, write me something worth reading, I can't waste time speculating on what could have been. I've only got so many years left on this earth, and I don't want to spend it here. You can't fix my channel. The only thing that could fix my channel is going back to NeckbeardStories full time, and I don't want to do it. I know exactly what I would need to do to fix things, but the money's good enough at the moment. I like experimenting. As long as I don't go off the rails too much, the wife and family will get by. So yeah, thanks for your concern, but I think I'm going to continue on my way. My way.
But no, you'd rather live stream with a lesbian and a man doing offensive Mexican accents.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate part for you to stop in on, isn't it? But I don't know, Arif and June, like, they're my pals, they're my buddies. They're some of the people who I talk to and hang out with most online. I'm not even going to point out that June, is Hispanic. And I think that means it gets to do the Mexican accent. I'm not even Hispanic, I'll do it, eh? It's called freedom of speech, You don't want to watch it, you don't want to partake? Don't. That's fine. Some people find it funny, some people cross a line. You decide for yourself. Let's see what else you got to say here.
ReddX is guilty of posting green text from 4chan.
Oh, God. How did you figure that one out?
How could he possibly have known? 4chan's a cesspool of hate and degeneracy, and ReddX is giving them traction by posting their stupid green texts.
Yeah, I think 4chan would be just fine without me. Some of that 4chan green text stuff is the best performing in the last month. The people, they love it! I love it too, because I get to turn my brain off and not think too hard. If one of the posts sucks, it's just like, well, it was over in less than a minute. It's fine.
There's nothing wrong with being homophobic or transphobic if you're not an internet personality. But Brad is a YouTube man. That means he's not supposed to be phobic of any type.
Oh, I didn't see that part in the YouTube community guidelines. You're not allowed to be like openly, outwardly hateful, but you are allowed to have opinions, hopefully respectful opinions. I'm about 50-50 for that. And again, I do want to point out the wild mental gymnastics. He made a green text video, now he's a phobic of every type. Okay. I guess I learned something about myself today.
Clearly ReddX likes hating the gays and trans community. Where's your gay and trans writers, Red?
That one gay cop, Anna Yushi. There's one gay and one trans writer right off the top of my head. There's many more than that.
Did you bully them off Reddit too, with your brainwashed fans?
Again, the wrong type of two. And again, we're probably one of the most open-minded communities on the internet. Everybody else says, you have to fit yourself into our little box. I say, throw all the boxes away. Judge people on an individual basis. But that might be a little deep for the old hot dog, man.
Your internet bullying days are over, Brad. Everyone now know you are transphobic and homophobic of your support of 4chan green text.
Like the green text that I purposely stay away from ones like that. I sort through them. I purposely decide not to give things like that a foothold. Most of them are just gross, disgusting. We're going to mention diarrhea at least once. Is that offensive to you? Probably, if it means you can clutch your pearls some more.
You think we're playing checkers, but we playing chess. And this is checkmates.
Yes, multiple checkmates.
You're now outed for the monster you are, and the Twitter will cancel you soon. Prove me wrong, Brad. Prove you're not afraid of gay people. Do it. You can't, so I win.
You're right, I can't prove it. You really got me there, except for the fact that the burden of proof is on you.
ReddX has accused me of domestic maltreatment. He claims my wife is unhappy and that I took advantage of a young woman.
Didn't you mention your wife crying in the last part? I seem to vaguely recall that.
My wife is very happy to not live in a poverty-stricken hellhole like Mexico. You think you can just throw that at my feet? That is slander, Brad. I will not tolerate this slander. My wife is very happy.
Oh, yeah. How couldn't she be married to this raging narcissist?
All that is more than her infertile ass deserves. Oh my God.
Wow. Ouch. What? Ouch.
And you should respect the generosity I show my wife.
It's not generosity. Like, that's your wife. It's supposed to be your other half. You're like out here keeping score.
Oh, I paid the rent and bought the groceries, and that means you have to do all this other stuff.
How about, crazy idea, but how about if everybody performs their chosen function in the home? If you see something that needs to get done, you do it. Or more likely, call the kids to do it. Because I do own 3 kids, you know.
Unlike you, I don't parade her on the internet for YouTube shorts.
She loves making shorts. What? This is her idea, not mine.
I don't exploit her culture for live streams like you do.
Exploit her culture. How about participate in her culture? I will be eating a pag, which is a street delicacy picked from the trash, within the next week or so, because we're going back to Manila. Hey! If it was any sort of grifting or exploitation of somebody's culture, then I probably would not have participated. I would have turned my nose up and said, I'm better than that. But truly, deep down, I love the Philippines. The people, the food, the culture, but you really can't understand the difference dahil hindi ka matalino. That's because you're not smart.
Not smart like I am. So never come for a king, Hotdog man.
See how it feels? Now I'm speaking your language. Trying to get down on your level. Spin my chair and my hat around backwards. Let's rap for a minute.
You bring your wife into live streams just to get the money of you wifeless audience.
Oh, now he's coming for the wifeless in the audience. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure even the wifeless among us are more secure in themselves than you are.
When does your wife's OnlyFans drop, Brad? Is that the next step in exploiting her for money?
What? I mean, it's been requested since day one, but I'm pretty sure it's a meme. And I'm pretty sure if it did actually happen, you might see some things that will blow your hair back. Too hot for OnlyFans. I'm sorry. I know you want to see it. I know you'd be the first one to sign up, but it's never going to happen.
Is that your next business strategy? Tell us when the OnlyFans drops, Red. Tell us. When will you sink that low in your content mill?
Yes, milling great content, which you love to consume until I found out that I wasn't completely on board with all the things that you're on board with. You truly have cut me to the quick with that hypothetical scenario.
I would never let my wife have an OnlyFans. You're probably gonna force yours to have one. That's why you slander me.
Yeah, that's 100% gonna happen. I made this thing up and now you have to answer for it. I don't think that's how it works.
'Cause that's what you really want, isn't it? You want to exploit your wife for money, right? Admit it, Brad.
Well, depends how big the paycheck is. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's not how I define myself. I have a great relationship with my wife and my kids, and I make enough money to provide for us telling silly jokes on the internet. I'm unimpeachable. Basically, you're throwing the same arguments at me as the ones that I threw at you.
Hey, your business is totally failing. Are you gonna exploit more customers?
That really breaks down the true differences between us, doesn't it?
ReddX is also guilty of turning his back on his friend.
Oh, no, not my friend. My singular friend.
In the past, ReddX said that Ram Tidings was his friend. Have any of you seen a Ram Tidings story recently? No, you haven't. Probably because Ram Tidings died due to a lack of support from his friend.
Ram Tidings is doing really well, thank you. The reason that he hasn't written a story recently is because he got married and he's having a baby. He's putting a lease in on a new place, and ReddX Industries was part of the platform that helped him to get back on his feet. Now, me personally, I couldn't do much, break him off a couple $100 a month. But a community member out there took him into his home, helped that boy get back on the ladder, and I couldn't be more grateful. He's not dead, it's quite the opposite. Now he's truly living.
Do you feel good about that, Brad? Turning your back on your friend like that? Where are the Ram Tidings stories, huh? When will you tell your audience that Ram Tidings died?
I'm so sorry you guys had to find out this way. It's really embarrassing. His last message to me on Discord, he said, "I'm so cold, I'm freezing to death in my truck."
And I said, that's too bad, I can AI generate stories now.
Not really. The human element is super important. That's why even on the most AI of thumbnails, I'm going in there and changing backgrounds and adding text and all this. Whatever.
I know that he died because he would never stop writing. You think any of us believe he's actually out here with a wife and kids now? Lies! I hired a private investigator.
Yeah, probably gave him the wrong name, too. I'm also pretty sure that he didn't actually stop writing. He just stopped writing for ReddX. Now he's working on Cyberpunk and Blood and Thunder and all the tabletop games that he wants to do, and I say, hey, that's great. I'm glad that this platform could be a launching pad for your true passions, you know? Seriously, really proud of that boy.
The private investigator is how I know your name is Brad. That's also how I know that Ram Tidings died. Tell us the truth.
So either you are your own shoddy private investigator, or somebody out there is taking you for a ride. I am telling you the truth. My name is Brad Damon. My compatriot Ram Nightman Tiding passed away in 1993. I've been channeling the power of his ghost to write the stories and also host the private Ramtide Patreon-only tabletop games. Now the truth is out there. What are you gonna do with it?
Tell us that you've known Ram Tidings dead for over a year now. You keep his videos up and don't even tell us that Ram Tidings is dead.
Yeah, that's terrible. I really am an awful friend.
No tribute video, no mourning video, nothing. So your friend died and you did nothing to inform your audience.
I mean, even if that were the case, I don't think Ramtide would want me to tell a bunch of people that he's dead. Have a bunch of goppers and shit munchers showing up at his funeral. He's a private individual, much like myself.
Red is just parading the corpse of Ram Tidings around and doesn't tell us.
It's like a weekend at Bernie's.
Doesn't anyone realize he's dead?
Hold the boat! Got him? Hold the boat!
I know the truth, though. I hired several private investigators to look into you, Brad. This could all go away with a phone call.
Is that where those weird spammy Twitter DMs are coming from? Or is that just like the newest feature of Twitter? I'm legitimately not sure.
I'm happy to keep paying my investigators to dig up info on every single one of your writers and every connection you have in life, though. I've recently reached out to investigators in the Philippines and have narrowed down your location. Give me my phone call.
I mean, if you went down to the description, you could see that we do have a P.O. box. It is located in the city that I live in. How much are you paying these private investigators? Because the way I see it, you should be breaking me off. I gave them all of this information.
I'll continue to pay them to investigate your deplorable behavior and lies until I'm given my God-promised call. Wow, God promised it to you, huh? Well, that means I really better make it happen. Tell us the truth about Ram Tidings and give me my phone call.
Well, I am super intimidated, and I'll tell you what, I will consider both of those things.
ReddX is also guilty of bad content. Recently, there's been less neckbeard content.
See, like I said, I know what the people want. I know how to fix the channel. The reason that I don't do it is for me, and you can't stop me from doing it. You'd be like, well, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Okay, see you later.
Brad made a series about SCP weirdos. No one cares about that crap.
I mean, a certain number of people did. It didn't perform as well as I had hoped, especially considering the research that went into it. But the consequences have been far-reaching. We've had people involved in it showing up in the Discord, and after we dropped our DJ Cactus expose, he sort of disappeared from the internet. Is that all a coincidence? I'm really not sure, but we're out here making moves, I know that much.
He also made a video about King of the Hill, some cartoon from 20 years ago that no one cares about. That show is bad, ReddX. You have bad taste.
Look, you can come for me, but you don't ever come for fucking Mike Judge. I'll tell you right now.
It's literally one of the best TV programs ever made, okay? They're going to be rebooting it soon. Oh, I don't know if it'll be any good, but if Mike Judge is attached, it's probably going to be fine. I don't really give a shit if people think it's bad taste or not. Like, I don't know. I think it tastes pretty good. What I should really be doing is getting 5 or 6 of those together and putting them on an opposite channel to see if people will binge watch it and the channel will take off. But I don't think that episode in particular was well made enough for all that to happen. I might want to go back through and tweak some things. I mean, obviously you didn't even watch it because it is neckbeard content. It's just in the context of a show.
The only king you need to pay attention to is me.
Oof. Cringe.
My investigator will find out everything about you and your OPs. I will continue to have you watched until the content returns to normal.
We never had normal content on this channel. It's always been unwashed asses and crumbly cummy tummy, and I guess that's all you're looking for, is a bit of gross out. But that's never been, the only thing that we do. Sometimes you gotta go a little deeper. Sometimes you gotta get that real emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I've spent over $15,000 this month alone in investigators, and they're referring me to other sources to get more information about you and your bully OPs and fans.
Damn, 15K, bro. Like I'm saying, you should break me off.
They're in your Discord, lurking, collecting information.
Oh, cool. I just booted everybody that joined within the last 2 weeks from the Discord. I didn't actually. I don't care.
You have 14 days from the upload of this post to give me my phone call and return the content to normal, or I will increase my efforts to completely tear you down.
We're gonna do next. False DMCA claim. You already know my real name is Brad Dayman. I will take you to court over it. Like I said, if you really want to come at me, then come at me. I'll take it to the mat. I don't give a fuck.
I can do this forever, Brad. I can do this forever.
Sweet, an endless font of content. Come, children, come and drink of my hot dog water.
Smell that, Ralph? That's the smell of justice.
Smells like hot dogs.
I didn't survive cleaning my granddad's colostomy bag, and inherit his estate to be talked down to by a YouTube grifter.
I don't know, I think things started out pretty cordial with the first post. I didn't hit the gas right out of the gate, did I? Probably you showed your ass really early on, though.
You give me my phone call, Red. Stop watching body cams and posting green text, or there will be consequence.
But I like body cams at green text.
Dance for your quarters like a good content creator, or else you will comply with the wishes of your generous king. You will call me.
Bro, I'm out here dancing for nickels every day. That's what the whole video part of it is. But you want me to interface with you one-on-one and be like, oh, it's just for the show, man. Things aren't that bad between us, right? Really, I think you're just a weird piece of shit. You're not anybody that I could ever get along with. You're deluded, you think far too highly of yourself. You are not even living in reality at this point.
All these reasons are the reasons that you should...
All these reasons are the reasons
that you shouldn't donate to Red.
Okay, but can I have a couple more reasons, though?
He supports AI adult content for children. He let his friend Ram Tidings die. He bullies people and uses sites like Kiwi Farms and 4chan.
Oh no! The free speech, it's killing me!
That makes him a homophobe and a transphobe. Most importantly, though, watching him make more money off the innocent viewers enrages me.
Wait, so are they innocent or are they bullying you? I'm a little confused on that.
Do not donate to this man. He's a pox on YouTube and a grifter. He's gonna make his wife go OnlyFans any day now. Is that a man you want to support?
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
I think I've been around long enough and most people know me well enough to know that that's not even in the realm of possibilities, no matter how many times you wish for it.
And just know, if I see you donating to Brad, you'll be reported to my private investigators.
Yeah, definitely don't donate to me, guys. The hot dog man's gonna show up to your house.
Hi, I'm the Wicked Wiener.
I will not be doxing anyone except Brad, but I already have the name of several of your OPs and contributors, and I could do it. Okay, Brad?
Well, at least there's some sort of line in the sand for you. Really, even going through the trouble of getting their information was wrong, assuming it's correct at all. But yeah, I think the private investigators are playing you for a fool. I'm making 5 figures a month to sit in my car and play with my ding-dong. The only one you're really punishing is yourself. But you don't even realize that, which makes it even more hilarious.
No more donating to this man, or you're going on the list of people to investigate. Oh my god, I'm sure it's totally gonna happen for real. I will personally make sure I sue every single slanderous individual on the internet.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Okay. That's the sentence that sent it over the top for me, right? You can't possibly hope for that.
I am a king, and the world is my castle.
He might actually be more delusional than Elliot Rodger. A fascinating case study.
You will obey me, or you'll be put on my list. And if my demands, you better just hope he meets my demands.
And if my demands, you better hope he meets my demands. You're so angry at this point you can hardly form a sentence. It's beautiful to see it, honestly.
It's a simple task. I don't want to do anything to hurt your contributors. Brad has the power to stop it all. You can protect yourself by no longer donating to this man.
Yeah, please, guys, flee in fear. The hot dog man is upon us.
If I see you supporting this grifter, though, the wrath of KingRodGod will be upon you. Below, I will list my demands.
God, this is the video that ruins it for us, isn't it? What if all the patrons do bail because of this video? Like, oh no, I don't want no part of that. Then I will have made a grave mistake in our chess checkers match. But me, personally, I got some faith in the patrons. They got some big brass balls, you know what I'm saying? I would argue that this might even make more people contribute to the Patreon, as happened in the last couple of videos, which is one of the main reasons that I keep making them. Well, that, and it's funny as shit. People love it.
So here's his list of demands. No more AI-generated content.
Can't promise you that. It's too good at what it does. It's easy. It's convenient. I regret nothing. I apologize for nothing.
Give me my phone call.
As soon as I get my $30, man, we're gonna do the thing, all right?
No more content that isn't neckbeard content.
I mean, it's all tangentially related in some way, isn't it? You think there's not a lot of neckbeards on 4chan?
There is. You have to investigate all the crannies and crevices. Give me my phone call!
Yeah, you said that. I might need another $30 because you repeated yourself, though.
No more using Kiwi Farms or 4chan.
What about Kiwi-chan and 4 Farms?
Prove you're not a homophobe or transphobe.
How do you propose I do that, exactly? I gotta bring some dude on stream and kiss him?
Why did you wait for the countdown? Did you want to see men kissing? You like men kissing.
I don't have to prove anything to you. I know who I am.
Reread all my stories correctly and make your audience stop bullying me.
I mean, you have the power to stop people from bullying you. You could stop posting, slink off into obscurity. I thought that's what happened before this popped up. I thought we were over and done with all of this. But if you're not gonna stop, then I'm definitely not gonna stop.
Give me my freaking phone call!
Okay, cool. Send me $90. We'll get right on this.
Fire that lesbian you have on stream with you, and the man who did the offensive Mexican voice.
Okay, you get me a couple of replacements. Do you know how hard it is to sit there and do a 3-4 hour stream all by yourself? Bring me another set of co-hosts. I need 1 lesbian and 1 man that can do an offensive Mexican voice, and then we'll be back on top.
My wife is Mexican, and that offended me. Also, you shouldn't employ lesbians. Don't you know about Ellen DeGenerates?
Ellen DeGenerates. You're pulling my leg, dude. You can't be for real. What's wrong with employing lesbians? What did Ellen DeGenerates do?
No more donations calling me the Hotdog Man. No more comments calling me the Hotdog Man. Give me my phone call.
I can't promise any of these things unless you give me $120.
Admit that Ram Tidings is dead and you've not told your audience. I have the obituary.
Damn, for real? I'd like to see that. How did he pass? He was my best good friend and I had no idea. Now who's the one that's withholding information,
My phone call! Give me my phone call, Brad!
Okay. I will give you the phone call. I will interact with you for $150,000.
I've upgraded to the $100 tier on your Patreon.
Wow. Well, thanks so much.
This has given me access to your highest reward tier. I have also contacted Patreon support. They assure me that I can have many of my donations refunded if you do not meet your promised rewards.
Yep, that's true. And I'll miss that $100, but I won't miss you. Go ahead, do it. If you're feeling so froggy, then leap.
I will do so, and I've donated for a long time.
Yeah, 1 to 2 months is a really long time, isn't it?
Sure would suck to have a few months of Patreon revenue taken because I get a mass refund.
Oh no, $120, oh no.
You'll obey my laws or I'll make sure your Patreon goes down.
Don't do it, man. I could make a new Patreon, but I think they take 10% these days. Whereas I was grandfathered in because my Patreon was made so long ago, so I only have to pay like 2% commission. So yes, it would really suck to lose an extra 8%. Don't do it. If you had the power to, I would implore you, don't do it. Luckily, I don't think you have the power to.
Again, you have 14 days to comply, or I will begin ruining your life systematically, Brad.
Is this because I theoretically put on the Sonichu medallion during the stream? Are you just the first horseman of the YouTube apocalypse?
First, we'll be reporting you for fraud to Patreon. Second, we'll be mass flagging of your channel. I've already printed the coupons with QR codes to many of your videos for mass flagging from my customer base.
Oh no, please don't send a bunch of MTG nerds to my channel where we sometimes do RPG horror stories. Surely they'll never stick around. If I see like a sudden influx of subscribers, I'll be like, cool, he gave out the coupons.
I don't have to get every video struck down. All it takes is 3, and your YouTube channel goes away. Then you and your family will really starve.
I'll just go back to copywriting. I don't think it's that big a deal. Like, I really love this job. Best job I ever had, bar none. But we'd find a way to make it, one way or the other. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm pretty good at rolling with the punches these days.
This could have been avoided if you didn't bow to the AI gods and read my stories properly. AI's gonna take over the whole world, and you're feeding the machine.
Yeah, like they say, you know, if you can't beat them, definitely join them.
The only hope we have is humanity and our bonds.
Oh, see, now he's trying to make a connection again after all the threats.
What more do you want from me?
I just love the flip-flopping that happened within this thing. It's like, oh, he's homophobic. Also, there's a lesbian on the live stream. And just have one coherent line of thought that I could hold on to. Please.
This is why you have to stop with the AI and honor the phone call you promised me on Patreon. So now it's time to choose, Brad. Obey my 14 demands and this will stop. Otherwise, prepare to go to war with the king.
Joke's on you. We've been prepared for war this whole time. Hotdog Man's out there punching his little heart out and, yeah, nobody even notices. You're not a king, you're a gnat. Insignificant, mildly annoying. Not that I think I'm all high and mighty. I'm just a regular dude that likes to scream into a microphone. But if you think that you can walk into my house and tell me how things are gonna go on my fucking channel, I'll bite your nose off. I do what I want, so get with it or get the fuck out.
See how long your audience sticks around when my investigators are crawling through their histories and finding out all the juicy details about your degenerate audience.
Yes, and that reflects on me in some way.
Did you know that ReddX has furries in his fandom? Oh!
Okay, well, has he ever participated in a furry thing?
No, but they exist. Isn't that enough?
No, not generally. The people that I gather, interact with, I'm sure they have some proclivities. But most of them are pretty good at keeping it on the DL and maintaining a normal veneer. Something that cannot be said for the Hotdog Man.
You have 14 days, Brad. Don't make this messier than it needs to be. Think carefully before you mock me again. This is merely a taste of what I can do to you and your audience. Your worst nightmare, KingRodGod.
Merely a taste of what I can do to you and your audience. So yeah, a taste of nothing. What does it taste like? Jack shit. There wasn't even a GameShop story in this one. It's just getting more and more antagonistic, and honestly, I don't know how many more times this post is going to be fun. He repeats himself a lot. He's clearly spinning out of control. Save the $100 a month or whatever and spend it on therapy, please. The comment section of the thread absolutely roasting him. He hasn't replied to any of those comments, so I'm gonna assume he's just preparing his next post. Another hour-long scathing review of how he didn't get a Patreon phone call, and now he's gonna cry about it. Like, just request the refund, bro. Just walk away. Obviously, we don't vibe. I think that's fine. But he can't because his ego's taken over, and he has to be right in this situation. And it's stupid. It's really, really stupid. But people keep clicking on it, so hey, let's keep being stupid. I'll see you guys on the next one. Sign up on the Patreon or the YouTube memberships if you want. Hotdog Man will really hate that. Be careful of those private investigators that exist, totally for reals. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.